What's up? Good morning, everybody. Another edition of Morning Scone. Glad to have you here. For those who love seeing Drew pop in on these things, the bad news for you today is Drew is still sleeping, but that also means that we will have an uninterrupted version of Morning Scone today. A couple of things I want to talk about. Red, Rock, and Blue, celebrity softball game. Team Moscona, blue team. It's going down for real tonight, and I'm fired up about this stuff, so get ready for that. We'll talk about that here in just a second. NBA draft last night came and went, some good flavor for Louisiana folks. We'll talk about that, and also, man, tell you what, tough times for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers quarterback is going to be on the bench for the first 3 games of the season. Report from Adam Schefter. This dates back to an incident he had with an Uber driver back in 2016 that he failed to report. So anyway, Jameis doing Jameis things, and it's going to cost him. The great news about that is that, of course, Tampa plays New Orleans in the opener. So instead of the Saints facing Jameis Winston in the opener, it looks like they're going to face Ryan Fitzpatrick in the opener. So let's get right into it. A shout out to all of you who are watching and always watch. There you go, Terrio. Hey, Terrio. All right. Hey, Terrio. Terrio, are you at Traction this morning? I need to come by. I need to get in the cage. Last year, you and me worked on my swing a little bit. I need to take some hacks. I need you to give me some pointers. It's been a year since I've swung a bat. So holler at me. Let's get me in the cage. Let's get me hacking right. So let me see. What's up, Danny? What's up, Mark Bayard? What's up, Trampus? Good morning. Mark Bayard down in Tampa. All right, so Terrio, let me know, bro, because I got to come. Here's the bottom line, all right? The Red, Rock, and Blue game is a ton of fun, all right? Here you go. It's your boy. Blue team, Team Moscona. It's me and, again, Jacques Doucet. It's tonight. It's at Traction, 6:30. So me, Terrio, we'll get off the air. We'll jet over to Traction. We'll just walk onto the field and dominate. 2 years ago, my team won 40-18. The game got washed out last year because of a tropical storm or some nonsense. It's back on again this year, and my team is going to dominate. Found out yesterday that Blake Dean, who I drafted, is unavailable. Is having like an MRI on his knee or something like that. That sucks. I hate that for Blake. It's a big bat out of our lineup. You know what, man? We're going to cruise and we're going to crush anyway. So y'all got to come on out. By the way, we're raising money for Louisiana military charities, and that's really what matters. So $10 for everybody who comes. They have VIP tickets as well. Traction is beautiful. The fields are turfed. The weather should be nice tonight. They will have beer and daiquiris and stuff like that. They got a good concession menu as well. So bring your family, come out. Let's raise money for Louisiana military charities. But more importantly, Team Moscona is just going to go dominate Jacques Doucet's team again. Hey, Terrio, we're not picking up Jared Foster. Jock got Jared Foster earlier in the week, and we got Trey Duncan. That was the trade. He lost somebody, so he picked up Jared Foster and gave us Big Dunk. So damn it, Ryan, you should be on this thing with me today. Hey, do you have Facebook? Dang, dog. See if I can bring you in on this. Hang on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hear you. Anyway, I was going to try to let you join this call. Anyway, look, bottom line is, my boy says he's dropping the deuce for those who can't see the comments. All right, fine. That should never stop you from being able to do this anyway. All right, so, look, we got to win a trophy. I get it. I put a lot into this, but, I don't care. This is what I do. I get one day a year where competitive juices flow. I'm not swinging a bat tonight. I just got to get out there. Or maybe I'll swing a bat, but I just got to get out there. I'm certainly not playing in the field. I'm going to get out there. I'll put Ruben Randall out there in center. We got Ashley Rush, Gordy's wife, formerly Ashley Lewis, who was an all-everything softball player, greatest softball player in high school in Louisiana, went to LSU, was a total stud, can rake. She's on our roster. We got Austin Bain, and we got Bo Jordan. We're loaded. I mean, our roster is, we got Darren Clark. Darren Clark is going to show up, former Southern University and big leaguer. Darren Clark is going to show up in baseball pants and spikes. Watch it. Like, this is going to be another year of total domination, and I'm fired up about it. So y'all come out tonight at Traction. It's on the Burbank. I'm sorry, on the Gardere side. So you turn off of Burbank onto Gardere. For those of you watching the Baton Rouge area, turn off of Burbank onto Gardere. It's on the right. The entrance is on the right. You park there. You walk in. Let's get this done. Rick Green, good morning. Trampus Butler, good morning. So Red, Rock, and Blue celebrity softball game tonight. Traction. Les Miles is on our team. Smacker Miles is on our team. The care I took in drafting this roster. We drafted all the men and then all the ladies. We got Tiara Gibson, former LSU volleyball player. This is the type of commitment that Team Scone has. Okay, she tweets a video of her in a batting cage a couple days ago. She's out there like, I ain't gonna be no easy out. Like, I'm going out to dominate, and that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody in our lineup is there tonight to dominate. You want to see domination? You come out tonight to the Red, Rock, and Blue celebrity softball game. Terrio, one other thing we got to work on, bro. Maybe we talk about this on the air. If Jacques pitches Jason Williams, I mean, we can't let him quick pitch and do all those drop balls and spinner balls and all that crap he does every year, man. Either that or we got to counter with something legit. So we got to come up with a game plan for that. That's the one thing about this game that might concern me. So, anyway, Mark asking if anybody's recording the game for those of you that can't go. Well, if you can't go, then I'm just very mad at you. So a couple of years ago they did re-air it on KPB and the Pelican. I don't know if they're doing that again this year. So anyway, NBA draft was, so we'll come back to that. NBA draft was last night. By the way, Boudreaux's, if you're heading into the weekend, hit up some Boudreaux's, the margarita mix, the Bloody Mary mix. Had a guy on Facebook yesterday ask me, hey man, have you really tried the margarita mix? I have, and what I really like about it is that it doesn't make my head sweat. I know this is an oddity, but things that are too sweet or sour make my head sweat, and not just like, a little dampness on the brow. I mean, like I could take my hand, do this on top of my head, and it would look like I just dumped my hand in a pool. It's like it's a physical oddity I get at the reaction I have to things like that. So with margaritas or lemonade or like sweet candies, like I'm always, hesitant with things like that, because if it's over the edge, then like I can't drink it. This didn't do that, so I really, really like their margarita mix, like legit like it. I don't drink Bloody Marys, I'll tell you just point blank. But this, I mean, you can tell just looking at it when you shake it. It's got all the stuff in it, so you don't really have to empty out your pantry. You just dump this in, add vodka, and stir it. You're ready to go. So Boudreaux's, check them out on all their social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Check out their social media and go buy some. You can find it at Canada's in Homa, so shout out Homa, and then in the Greater Baton Rouge area at Mid-City Wine and Craft. You can find it at Calandro's, Calvin's, and Alexander's in the Greater Baton Rouge area. And if where you shop they don't have it, go up to the owner, shake them vigorously, and demand that they carry Boudreaux's. All right, a couple other things I want to get to here today. Pelicans selected Penn State guard, Tony Carr in the draft last night with the 51st pick. I was really kind of wondering to see if they might create some type of a deal. They got about $2.6 million that they're going to spend before July 1st. So I was looking around kind of seeing, might they package a future pick? Could they do something with Boogie? It wasn't likely, but it was just interesting to see if they might. Full disclosure, I don't know a ton about Tony Carr. He played at Penn State, averaged 19 and 4 last year, also 5 assists, so he can score. He was a sophomore. He entered the draft. 43% from 3-point, so they went and got an all Big Ten player who can score, who can certainly shoot the three. So 6'5", 199, so you got a big shooting guard that can stroke it from the outside. I like the option. You get him under contract and see how it goes. So you'd never really expect guys that go 51 in the draft to ever make an impact. We've been over this before. It's like everyone hopes to find the next Manu or the next Isaiah Thomas, but really in the history of the draft, those are the only two guys drafted in the last 10 picks that actually make an impact, are Manu and Isaiah Thomas. So chances are Tony Carr's not going to make an impact on the Pelicans. Fingers crossed, here's hoping he can. I mean, there are undrafted guys who make a team. We talked about Garrett Temple yesterday. So, and he's stuck around for almost a decade now. So here's hoping. You cross your fingers and hope that this works out and gives him a good scoring option. Lots of Louisiana guys got picked. Mitchell Robinson, former Chalmette star, went to the Knicks in the draft. Melvin Frazier of Tulane went to the Magic. Jacob Evans was a cool story. So Jacob Evans went to St. Michael in Baton Rouge. He did not get offered by LSU. Attaboy Johnny Jones. Goes to Cincinnati. Sticks around Cincinnati for 3 years and was drafted last night by the Golden State Warriors. Thank you very much. Smart player, shooting guard, offense from the perimeter. First round draft pick of the defending 3-time and 4-year champions. So Robert Williams also of A&M was picked. It's just, you look at all the guys with Louisiana connections that got picked last night, you realize none of them went to LSU, and you go, okay, well, I understand why the Johnny Jones era went the way it did. It's not to say that they didn't hit at all. Obviously, they had the Ben Simmons, Antonio Blake in a year, but even the guys you got, you didn't develop to get drafted. I mean, other than Simmons, who was just a freak show, but I digress, man. It was disappointing to watch that night come and go. And not see any big moves for the Pelicans, but maybe a tempered pace is what's going to serve them well. Randy Quinn, good morning. Jamie Leday, good morning. So do they dump Cousins, try to bring in someone else? There was a report yesterday that maybe they'd go after Dwight Howard, who got traded last night. Dwight's not going to bring you much offensively, but if you're looking for someone who can grab rebounds, be a rim protector, offer Anthony Davis support, that's an option, and it would certainly cost less than Boogie Cousins. But if you're going to do that, you'd have to have another option to bring in another star player who's willing to come, and you do that to create cap space to bring in that guy. And I don't know that guy exists. Kawhi Leonard's not coming. LeBron's not coming. Paul George doesn't seem like he's interested either. So, I mean, the big fish that are out there in free agency, it doesn't look like you're going to add them, so keep the best player that you can, and that's Boogie. And then you try to supplement thereafter. Blaine Allen, good morning. John Price. Troy LeBoeuf, good morning. Aunt Mary, good morning. Good to see y'all. Justin Robinson, good morning. That's right. GM Matt, I'm already maybe I'll wear this on AFR today. Like, maybe I'll just go all in wearing my red, rock, and blue stuff today, just to let people know what's up, dog. I mean, it's time. It's Red, Rock, and Blue Day. It's time to get after it. Scott Perlew, good morning. Scott Zachary, good morning. Rick Green, what's up, Rick? Corey Landry, my dad, what's up, all y'all? Good to see y'all this morning. All right, one more note I want to get to here, and I'll get some of y'all's questions if you want to fire away, so feel free. Adam Schefter yesterday report. It's funny, we talked about this on AFR with Mike D, and then like 20 minutes after we talked about it, the news came down. There had been a report that Jameis Winston was going to be suspended for at least as many as 3 games for an incident with an Uber driver back in 2016 that he failed to report to the NFL. And it comes down that he's going to be suspended for the first 3 games. Now, you fully anticipate that they would appeal, but it was clear that Winston's people knew this was coming down. But the reason this is super significant is because, man, the Saints play Tampa in week 1 in the Dome. And, I mean, I never want to say that it's a layup. The Saints beat Tampa last year in the Dome 30-10, but then in week 17 they lost at Tampa when they were still playing for playoff position, if you remember. So I never want to just go ahead and assume a win. You never want to do that in the NFL at all. Hell, the 1999 Cleveland Browns got their first win against New Orleans with Tim Couch throwing a Hail Mary in the Superdome. Anyway, so you never want to assume a win, man. So you're going to take a starting quarterback off the field and play a backup. I'm much more okay with that. And with all the offensive weapons that Tampa has, with Mike Evans and with Cameron Brate and with O.J. Howard and with Deshaun Jackson, I mean, yeah, like you take Jameis off the field, I'm thrilled about that. The other part about it too is you look at the first 3 games for Tampa where they play in New Orleans, they're home against Philly, home against Pittsburgh, bro. If Jameis sits all 3 games and you don't have your starting quarterback for the first 3 games of the season, it's that 3, and they start 0-3. I mean, we all know the stats about teams that start 0-3 because unfortunately the Saints did that like 3 straight years. When you start 0-3, like the odds of making the playoffs go down to like less than 10%. So I mean, you can essentially with that news bounce Tampa from the playoff conversation before the season even starts. So, and certainly for New Orleans, that's just an even better opportunity than you already had of winning Week 1 on your home field. Let's see, Rick, thoughts on ML? What was that? Hang on, get to one of those comments. Hang on, it's scrolling. Thoughts on MLB draft being during the College World Series? It only affects a few guys. Really thoughts. Rick, you'd probably be better to answer that than me. For those that don't know, that's Rick Green, who played at LSU and was a first-round pick of the Reds. No, the Tigers, right? First round with the Tigers and played for the Reds. You correct me if I'm wrong, Rick. I'm sorry, man. It's been a long time. I hate where the draft is now because during the regional and super regional rounds, whenever it falls, I guess it's during super regionals now. It sucks to watch guys like Ryan Rollison from Ole Miss in the bullpen learning he got drafted while he's getting ready to go into a game to save his team's season. You're right that it only affects a few guys, but even still, it tends to be the super significant players on those teams. And in that moment, man, I hate to say like it seems unfair because Major League Baseball is running a business, but it seems like such an easy fix. Like the draft right now is a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Just move it to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You move it to a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you don't have this problem. So, because Super Regionals will have ended, it's that lag time between Super Regionals and Omaha as it is now. The thing that I do love that they announced yesterday is that they're going to be playing a Major League game at TD Ameritrade next year, Tigers Royals, in the lead up to the College World Series, or in conjunction with the College World Series. I think anything that adds more attention to the college game is fantastic. Talked about this yesterday some on AFR, but anything that adds attention to the college game, I think, is fantastic because it only continues to promote and grow the game of college baseball. It only inspires young people to want to be a part of college baseball. The better the product college baseball is, the better prospects are being sent to the pro level. So all that I love, but the thing about the draft just seems like such an easy fix. I do like you said, the draft in Omaha followed by an MLB game, as long as it doesn't fall in line with overlapping with, if you're talking about the first round, but as long as it doesn't fall in line with overlapping with a game, I'm cool with it. And I think that's something that that Major League Baseball needs to be aware of, and I'm glad that they changed it, quite honestly. All right, let's see, y'all. Any other comments I can get to? McAvor Moore, good morning. Let's see, Scott Zachary, Mr. Crabclaw's in trouble again. Shocker, right? No. All right, here's the bottom line. About to wrap this thing up. Tonight, Red, Rock, and Blue celebrity softball game. My blue team, Team Moscona. Again, Jacques Doucet's red team. 6:30, Traction Sportsplex in Baton Rouge. Everybody that comes in, you pay $10, raising money for Louisiana military charities. And more importantly, my team dominates. That's what we do. We hang banners, we collect trophies, we hit bombs. Get ready to come out and hit bombs tonight. See bombs hit from the blue team. Blue team hits bombs. And I hope Terrier's done with his deuce. All right, y'all go buy Boudreaux's. If you haven't yet, like them on all their social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Give them a shout out. Let them know that you appreciate them sponsoring Morning Scone so that I can talk to you every single morning on this wonderful platform. And if you're going to be getting tipsy this weekend, support a great local company. Boudreaux's. Show you the label. Might as good. It's Boudreaux's. Y'all check it out. All right. Have a fantastic weekend. Go Team Moscona.